How you guys doing today? We talk about this Smith & Wesson Sd9Ve self-defense value enhanced. Boy, I really love this gun here. I was gonna buy me a Glock 19, and a buddy of mine bought one of these here, and just the feel of it in my hand, I really loved it. And I'll show you guys what I have done to this. I have put a Apex trigger kit in it, which come out really beautiful on the trigger. Show you it's unloaded there. Trigger's really sweet now. That is beautiful. Just pull it a little bit, snap right there. The reset is still long, but that don't bother me none. It's a self-defense pistol. That's what we want. And we have put a set of these TRUGLO, I think it is called TFOs, I believe. I'm looking to see where that is on there. TFOs, yeah, that's what they're called right there. It is. They say, you know, that they don't fit because it ain't listed here on the back of what they fit. Said it fits Smith & Wesson M&Ps, and they scream up and down and say these don't fit, but you can see they fit on there perfectly. They do have to do no modification to get them on there, and these things are beautiful at nighttime. These are going to be far the best night sights I have ever seen in my entire life. Other thing I've done to this, I've put talent grips on here, which I like that for the grip. Comes out real nice, the rubberized ones. And I put the extended slide release in there. And I put the stainless steel recoil spring in there, which I really love. And you're going to want to know what poundage it is. It's 17 pounds. And I'm going to stick with this stock. And the reason for that is you buy that cheap ammo from Walmart and everything. You put a 20 pounder in there, and you get a shell that is a little less charged than the standard. The slide's still going to work and eject that shell. You put a 20 pound in there, you're going to start having problems. Tell you one other thing we did here on this here when we put this Apex trigger kit in here, that I noticed after I put it in, when I would just pull on the trigger like this, when I had the slide off of it, that this didn't want to return smoothly like it should. But you see, it's like butter now. And what I found out, because you could see the video on Apex, they tell you what to do, that you should polish down here on your disconnect and everything. And I polished this up here too. But what I found out, right here where it rubs on your slide, I polished this whole bar right here. And that just made that trigger like completely butter. And I polished this here, and I went ahead and polished the plunger while I had it out. I wasn't taking the gun apart to show you how to break it down because there's 1,000 videos out there on that. I got this gun for Christmas. My son and his girlfriend bought it for me, and that's the reason I went ahead and did the upgrades on it. But you hear people say, oh, don't upgrade that gun because it's a cheap gun. I'm going to tell you what, I don't think it's a cheap gun. I think it's a nice quality gun at a cheap price. That's my opinion. Everybody's, you know, got their own opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one. Me, I'll take this over Glock 19 any day of the week. Why? Well, the biggest reason is why. Made right here in the USA. My money is staying right here. It's not going somewhere else. That's why. 2, it's a Smith & Wesson. That's the other reason. Do I own Glocks? Yes, I got Glocks. But when I have felt this in my hand, and I don't have that bulky, wide frame and that funky feeling that Glock has always made on their guns, this gun is way better. Me, I love this hinge trigger. A lot of people say, oh, I don't like the hinge trigger, I like the lock trigger. I got Glocks. Me, I love this trigger. I know it's right there, pull it, boom, breaks every time. Just a hair pull on that, and boom, you break. That is down to a 4.5 pound trigger compared to that 8 pound trigger. This was absolutely beautiful. Let me get my target here, and I'm trying to figure out what I did with it. Let's see, I think I got it right over here. Let me get it where I went to the range. I'm not the best shooter in the world, but I tell you what, at 25 feet, I thought that was just absolutely a good target. Guarantee you, he's not going to live. This one here was studying a little bit. I have another target over here set up at the same, and this was just point and pull the trigger. At point and pulling the trigger, that was some pretty good shooting there too. I don't think he's going to live. I absolutely love this pistol. I'm not going to sit and go over the ergonomics of it. Everybody knows what it has. Show you what them sights look like there. I don't know how good you can see them there in the camera. I have to get up and look through the viewfinder to see what they look like and try to get a sight picture. That's kind of rough to do. There they are. I wish I could show them to you in the dark, but everybody that I've seen do a video on the Glocks and everything in the dark, they just don't come out and show it very good. But I tell you guys, if you want a good gun and you want a good 9mm and you don't want to spend a lot of money on it, at least put this in there, the Apex trigger kit, to lighten that trigger up. And like I told you, you know, right here, down in here where that disconnect is, make sure you polish all that down in there real good in this part, and definitely polish the back side of your trigger bar. Polish that out real nice. And I just used a Dremel with the buffing wheel and the Flicks polishing. You could use that mother polish. It's just as good that you could pick up at the auto parts store. But, and I think I mentioned, I put the extended slide release in it. This was the funniest thing when I bought this on eBay. It says, fits all Glocks. Ain't that nice? And it did, it just fit in there perfectly. I just like that sticking out. It's so much easier for me to grab a hold of that. And I heard a lot of guys complain about, oh, I don't like that cheesy slide release. But I tell you what, I can hit that so quick. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I love the smoothness of it for when you're carrying this gun. Me, I love carrying this gun. I hear guys say, oh, it's too big to carry. Well, really? What are you carrying? A Taurus 22? Well, not me. I love carrying this. I do have a Glock 42. That's a nice little carry gun. I do have a Shield. That's another nice little carry gun made by Smith & Wesson. That gun absolutely didn't do nothing to but put these talent rubberized grips on, which I got them just about on every gun that I own. I love them. And then these sights, these are the first time I want to try these sights out, because I heard everybody bragging about, you know, because they got the tritium right here in behind the fiber optic. And man, I'm down here in my basement making this video, and I went in the bathroom back there and shut the door with the lights out, and they look like 3 flashlights looking at you. It's how bright they was. And a lot of guys might say, oh, you put a lot of money into that gun because it's a, you know, a cheap gun. Well, I got it for Christmas, so it didn't cost me anything except for what I put into it. And I think, let's see, I think that was from Galloway Precision, and I think that was $30-some. There's a receipt in there. I think it was $37 or something like that. $36.95. That's what it was. $36.95. I bought this one on eBay, the Apex. I got that for $23.95 free shipping. I remember that. The Talent grips I got on eBay, $17.99 free shipping. The TRUGLO, I bought these on Amazon for $73 and free shipping. You can get them on eBay too. You just look up M&P TRUGLO TFOs, and they're on there for same price, $73 and for free shipping. And I just absolutely love this gun, man. I can't say anything bad about it, because that's how much I love it. Alright guys, I ain't got much more to say. Catch you later. Maybe I'll make another video later on. Who knows?